Hi everyone, welcome to Fraud 101. As part of the International Fraud Awareness Week, ACAS will be putting together a mini-series on the different types of frauds and scams that are prevalent in today's digital age. As part of today's episode, we'll be discussing charity scams and the importance of verifying organizations before donating.
Awesome. So we'll be sharing a story first. Um, it's from a popular blog. So it says Nigerians fell for this scam and it's so sad. So recently, an influencer posted a disabled girl selling water in traffic. And of course, such sites will capture the attention of Nigerians.
Of course.
Nigerians are good people.
Mm.
So they said, and I quote, no be woman, na man. His name is Sultan. He disguises as a woman, tapes his genitals,
What?
and wears boobs and sells water in traffic just so she can beg. She
Damn.
makes a lot daily, and that's her daily routine. Last year, a group of people came together and rented an apartment for him. They bought him makeup tools to establish him, but he doesn't want such routes. He prefers to be on the street, deceiving people. This is a message from the group of bakers that helped him before.
Mhm.
She's a boy. We got her an apartment in Ketu, makeup products, got things in
Wow.
the house. Later, he went back to the street. After warning her to stop scamming people, he will open different pages and change locations to sell water.
That is absolutely crazy. It just goes to show you the extent of how profitable scamming can be,
Mhm.
especially charity fraud, where people are exploiting good people for their hard earned money.
Do you have any experience to share with us?
Oh my God. I can't believe it. I'm so ashamed to say that I've also been scammed. I remember there was one time I was on Instagram. This lady had posted under some post by one of these blogs or
Mhm.
whatever, saying that she's a widow and she's got kids. I think she had like two kids, and she was struggling to send them to school. So I don't know what happened to me that day, but her story
Widow
was
card.
compelling enough. Her story was compelling enough, so I
Yeah.
actually reached out to her on Instagram, and I
So
said
you
to her,
set yourself up.
I said, she didn't come to me. I went to her.
Yeah.
Exactly. So I messaged her on Instagram. She sent me pictures of her kids. She sent me like, their school fees. And I thought, oh, this is quite negligible. Like,
Mhm.
let me help.
Mhm.
And at the time I'd been looking for something to do like from like donation perspective, like
Mhm.
charity perspective. So I told her to give me the cost of the school. I sent the payment, and then I sent her my WhatsApp number,
Yeah.
told her to reach out to me. And then the conversation now started from there, from one problem to another. There's always something. If it's not they're throwing them out of their house, it's that she wants to start a small trade. She wanted to be a photographer. We said we'll buy camera. She
Did
wanted
she
to.
buy camera?
Hmm.
You gave her money for
I gave her
camera.
money for camera because then I thought, by doing that, it would mean that she would stop coming to me all the
Yeah,
time.
yeah,
Then I actually spoke to someone, and they were like, because I was starting to feel a bit like exploited.
yeah.
So I spoke to someone, and they recommended that I tell her to come and see them,
Mhm.
so that at least we can put a face to the name and
Mhm.
everything. Because my friend actually told me something wild, that sometimes it's men pretending to be women,
Oh,
or they're
okay.
using the money to like fund like their drug addiction
Oh,
or
okay.
little things like that. So I was like, that is crazy. So we asked her to come. Obviously she didn't come.
Mhm.
And then all of a sudden, like, a husband was manifesting from the grave. I said, but aren't you a widow? She said that he couldn't allow her to travel to Lagos. One thing. So I literally just like blocked her on my social media.
Straight up.
I cut off contact with
Mhm.
her, blocked her number. She would set up another Instagram page to message me to say that, oh, the kids miss
That's
me.
desperation.
Say that the kids miss me. Like, it was literally, it felt a little bit like emotional
Yeah,
blackmail.
yes, yes. She's
So I mean,
manipulating
and
you
this is
basically.
honestly one of like the warning signs of like a charity.
Mhm.
There's always going to be like a sense of urgency, an emergency, pressure to give money immediately without giving you time to think and to do your research. I would say, if you are so pressed to donate money, always go through a reputable and registered charity. I think that definitely would be one of the first tips that I would give. And we can look a little into like the different warning signs
Mhm.
for charity scams. Is
Mhm.
that one, I would say they don't always have a lot of information.
Yeah.
They would have very vague websites with very little to no
Mhm.
information. And I would tell people, if it looks suspicious, it probably is.
Mhm.
So
They
if some,
usually use those template websites, by the way.
exactly,
They
lorem
won't-
ipsum decium,
they
yada
never
da da
have
da.
complete information, guys.
Exactly. And it's just all about doing your due diligence,
Mm-hmm.
checking to make sure that information adds up.
Mm-hmm.
And if you can visit the home or the charity before making a substantial donation, I would highly recommend that. And make sure that you donate money through appropriate sources. And I think you told me a story
Yes,
actually.
yes, 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 I did. So there was a girl who needed to do surgery.
Mm-hmm.
So she and her family then opened a GoFundMe account
Mm-hmm.
to crowdfund. So we all donated, and at the end, the girl died. Then we found out the money didn't go towards her surgery.
Oh my
Her family
God.
members took some of the money. So GoFundMe basically froze the account and returned as many people as they could return their monies to.
Yeah.
I got mine back, so I wasn't so scammed
Exactly.
in
And
that
that's one of
sense.
the many benefits of going through like a registered charity or
Mm,
using like proper channels for your donations, appropriate payment methods as well. Never donate in
yeah.
cash if you absolutely don't have to. If it's like, under 1K, under 10K, then you can do cash donations. But anything substantial, I would always recommend for people to use the appropriate sources and payment methods.
Hmm. And then one thing as well is they would always prey on your emotions. That's what charity scams. That's how they conduct their scams. They
Mm.
always say, "Oh, these children are sick. They need surgery for their heart.
Mm.
Oh, I need to do," and it's always surgery, or they're disabled, or
Mm-hmm.
their husband left them,
Oh my
or they're
God.
widows. It's
Yeah.
always something. So
Like that.
you always have to use your head first.
Yeah.
Do you get?
Of course. And then we'll just end with this final tips, which is one, we encourage you to be conscious of any email and social media requests.
Mm-hmm.
Never send money or give personal information, no matter how compelling the story is, no matter how sad it is. Just close your eyes, do your research, and donate appropriately
Yes,
to make sure
definitely.
that your money is going towards a just cause. Do your research online and ask questions. Any reputable charity won't mind you asking them questions, and they
Mm-hmm.
will give you good answers, because if they're truly working for a just cause or something important, they will take the time out to make sure you feel comfortable. And don't click links on in unsolicited emails, because these can release like malware into your devices and they can steal your personal information. And finally, make sure you keep records and use secure payment methods.
So, yes, that's it from us today. Stay smart, stay safe, do not get scammed on the streets of social media. Thank you.
Thank
See you in the
you.
next episode.
Bye.